Hi guys, and welcome to this market update. It's Tuesday, so we have a FOMC meeting today, and Fed's Warsh's decision is tomorrow. Now, while we wait, I just want to show you the RSI picture on some of the biggest alts, because this is structurally the most significant thing of the whole week. We can start with Solana, with the RSI that went all the way up to 80.28. Which is quite high, right? Quite oversold. It's the first time it came to this level in this whole way down. And also just a quick structural update. This at the moment could be some kind of a diagonal, right? With a three-wave move right here, a three-wave move right here, a three-wave move right here in wave 4, and we are waiting maybe to see a final fifth wave down. In this case, this would be an expanding diagonal, so each of these waves must be longer than its previous one in the same direction. So that means that if this would be wave 3, wave 5 must be longer than wave 3, right? So this is if this is true, a minimal target should be somewhere here, okay? So yeah, be careful with the longs here. There is a lot of resistance here, and funding just flipped positive. There are more longs in the market right now. Longs are paying shorts. Be careful with this setup right here if you want to long here. If we look at ETH, same situation with ETH, it came to about 80.3, which is oversold, the most in a long time, the most since March. And this goes for all the assets. Maybe we push and make a small higher high here and a lower high in the RSI right here, making a bearish divergence. And in general, this structure up is corrective. Okay, this is corrective, not impulsive yet, okay? This still can change, but we have to remain patient here. And again, the same situation with XRP. Its RSI made all the way up to almost 79, which is oversold. Let's see how much oversold. Well, as much as in March, right? So that's a lot. So be careful here if you want to long here. Let's see if we can get a bearish divergence here. And continue to the downside. But there is another thing I noticed with XRP in this final wave, a 5-wave move, okay, a 5-wave structure. Until now, we were looking for a nested scenario 5-wave move down, where this move right here was wave 3 of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's our 5-wave move. But today I noticed something. And you might have guessed if you saw this channeling structure right here. This is a basic word for this would be a wedge, but more correctly, this is an ending diagonal. Okay, this could be okay. This could be an ending diagonal, and as you know, we are talking about those almost every day. An ending diagonal is a 5-wave structure. Each of these 5 waves is a 3-wave structure. Okay, and what we have here, well, this is a leading diagonal 5-wave move. Okay, which is a 5-wave structure, which can be either wave 1 or wave A, right? So if a leading diagonal is all the way 3-wave structure and this is our wave 1, then this can be an ABC, right? ABC, so a 3-wave structure. So this could be our wave 1, and this is a 3-wave structure making wave 2 of a leading diagonal, and this is a 3-wave structure making wave 3. This is a 3-wave structure making wave 4. And this we're making our wave 5. With diagonals, the rule is that if it's a contracting diagonal, which this is, okay, because each of the waves is smaller than its previous one. So this wave 5 should be smaller than wave 3, which is this length. Okay, so if we go down, we cannot go below this line, okay? That means that we already made this 3-wave structure, so the bottom could possibly already be in. We will see. This structure is very, very not obvious. But if you remember, what is interesting, we were very vocal about this triangle right here. We said that this count of the triangle, this ABCDE right here, is not very traditional one, and it wouldn't surprise us if this triangle was something else. Okay, and that something else was that the triangle didn't possibly start here, but somewhere in here. Okay, this is more symmetrical triangle than if it would start with this leg. So this is less symmetrical triangle than this. Okay, this is something that we were discussing, and it may be true. Okay, in this case, as we said, this is only wave 4 of this big diagonal, and then wave this whole thing is wave 5. And how could this wave 5 form? Well, we are looking for a 3-wave structure. Okay, so some kind of a 1, 2, 3 wave down. We have some kind of a 3-wave structure here. What's next? Well, a triangle, right? That actually started here. So this is A, B, C, D, E. Okay. You might say, well, that's not true because this E doesn't touch the upper side of a triangle. Well, this is very common for a triangle. Okay. Waves C often do not respect the trend line. Okay. So this is a proper triangle. If we would zoom in, this is a 3-wave move as well. As you know, triangles are some kind of a 3-wave structure in each direction. Okay. And one of the waves is usually more complex, which I would say this is that one. Okay. So, like we said, we have a 3-wave move right here, a connecting X wave triangle, which is legit, okay? And what do we have next? Well, if a triangle ended here and the move down started here, we have some kind of a 3-wave structure, okay? So either this whole correction could possibly be over and the bottom was right here, and this is now some kind of a start of a bullish structure. We would like to see something like this, right? We had this 5-wave count as an example charted for a long time now. Okay, this is something we will look at. So we'll see if this gets formed from the bottom right here, but this could still be just some kind of an ABC, and this leg down is looking to be some kind of a WXY instead. And what would that make from this whole move down? Well, a WXY, right? Because we have a 3-wave move right here. So W triangle is a connecting wave, which is X. It can be a triangle, okay? And wave W, let me change the color, and define wave W. And like we said just now, wave W is some kind of a 3-wave structure as well. It doesn't have to be, it can be an ABC. So this can be true that we bottomed right here and made this wave Y. But if we want to go lower and make a double zigzag or a double XY and this would then make wave X, it would mean that we are in for another 3-wave structure down. That makes a situation with XRP very tricky. As you know, the previous week that XRP with this move down, it tapped our 1.618 fib of wave C, which is a very, very common target. So we will see if that was enough or the market is up for a new leg down. If we zoom in on for our chart, this could be one of the most beautiful moves up from the bottom in the sense that this is an impulsive 5-wave move up. Okay, this could be a beautiful 5-wave move up. And then this makes wave 1, right? We are looking for something like this. This makes wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And what we have here, while this could still be just an ABC before coming down, this looks promising as well, because this could be a 5-wave move. So 1, 2, and this is another 1, 2. We just made a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are possibly looking for another leg up. And then we will take a look at this structure one more time and see if this will be more extended move that it is right now. We would like to see wave 3, this one right here, forming to tap at least 1.618, if not 2.618. So this would be one of the hints that we will be looking at. If not, this is probably just a 3-wave correction before making the last wave down. And finally, Bitcoin. Bitcoin's RSI yesterday made about 75. So again, the highest in this leg down. So if we go higher from here and possibly make a bearish divergence, that wouldn't surprise us. The next stop is 0.618 fib right here at 78k, and then just above it is 4-hour and 1-week 200 EMA. Okay, so this will be a big resistance. But in either case, Bitcoin looks tired right here by the look of the RSI and this structure. Remember, this is a corrective structure. Okay, some kind of a WXY. And not an impulsive structure, something like this, which we would want to see if this was a bottom. And what would invalidate this being a bearish and corrective structure? Well, it would convince me much more if this move breaks this area right here. Okay, this area and this channel right here. What should happen if this is a corrective 3-wave move and this is a corrective 3-wave move? How could this still turn into a bullish structure, this hole? Well, as we are saying all the time, this could turn into a leading diagonal, into something like this, and this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would be an expanding diagonal because this wave is smaller than this one. Okay, so each wave in the same direction should be larger than its previous one, and this would then become wave 1. Okay, a larger wave 1, a correction wave 2, 3, 4, 5. But until that happens, this is a corrective structure, and we are looking for a 5-wave move wherever that will land. Our primary target is from about 57 to about 52. There are many other possible ways how to measure wave 5, but we will have to stay patient for this wave 4 to finish first, and then we will get more specific on these targets. Okay, if this macro wave Y is extended, it could go to 1.618 fib at 47. But like we said, structure first. Let's wait for this wave 4 to finish, and let's see how this wave 5 forms. And just for MC context, the rate hold is 97.4% priced in, so nobody is surprised by a hold. The only variable is the dot plot, specifically whether the Fed's median projection for 26 shows 1 cut or 2 cuts or 0 cuts. So falling oil prices from the peace deal would create a case for a dovish dot, and CPI at 4.2 would create the case for a more hawkish dot. The crowd doesn't know which it gets until tomorrow when Walsh speaks. What they do know, well, they've been buying for the last 14 days, and the sell the news pattern has held after 9 of the last 10 FOMC meetings. And with the RSI exhaustion is timing at the same moment. So right now, let's watch this level right here, 1 month 50 EMA at 0.5 fib. Below here, we are probably starting our final fifth wave down. If we push above, we are looking for these two major resistance areas for our next target, and I'll be looking for a bearish divergence right here. Okay, let's see what the Fed says and what Bitcoin price does. Be good and see you on the next one. Bye bye.